Welcome to a very special episode of One More Round, the Rocky Series podcast. I am your host, Ryan, and I'm very excited for today's interview and discussion with Andrew. And before Andrew introduces himself, I'm going to sort of introduce myself just in case people are coming from Andrew's side of things watching this interview and discussion. I run a podcast called One More Round, the Rocky Series podcast, which discusses, of course, in detail the Rocky franchise films. Each season, my co-hosts and we discuss, like, season 1 is the first Rocky film, and currently we're on season 5. We are discussing the Rocky 5 film. We go in order. We talk about the scenes from the films, and it's a fun, lighthearted discussion. And Andrew and his people reached out to me to discuss today's topic, and I'm very honored that you did that, Andrew. So, Andrew, why don't you say who you are and where you're from? What's going on today?
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. I'm Andrew Alter. I work for the Philadelphia Visitor Center Corporation here in the heart of Philadelphia, just steps away from the Liberty Bell. And we're so thrilled to be on this podcast today as we are gearing up for the first ever Rocky Fest here in Philadelphia, just in about a couple of weeks from now, starting December 3rd with Rocky Day, obviously the big city holiday. But yeah, just happy to be here to help get the word out to all the Rocky fans about Rocky Fest and all the fun we've got planned here in the city.
Okay, so this is crazy. I'm a huge Rocky fan. I'm going to ask about your fandom in just a second, but I'm obviously a huge Rocky fan. I've been watching the films my whole life. I'm just shy of 50, so I've been watching the Rocky films, love the films. I've never been to Philly. It's still on my bucket list of things to do.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. So one day, it's actually sooner than I think. But
yeah, you have to.
I'm going to, hopefully, very, very soon. But unfortunately, I won't be able to make this event. Tell me about this. This starts on December 3rd is Rocky Day. Is it called Rocky Day because that's when Sly came to the city a year ago and pronounced this as Rocky Day? Is that the symbolism there?
Yeah, well, I certainly don't have to tell you this, but Rocky, of course, is released on December 3rd in 1976. Little known fact here in Philadelphia, if you think about everything that the city's known for, from cheesesteaks to the Liberty Bell to, the Eagles and all of our sports teams, more people actually visit the Rocky statue than visit the Liberty Bell or City Hall or any of the other big attractions in the city. So it's a huge draw for folks to come visit and experience Philadelphia. So for us, we really wanted to greet folks coming to visit the Rocky statue and run up the steps and throw their arms up in the air like Rocky did. So last year we announced and created the first ever Rocky Day, which is a real citywide holiday. It's official. We hosted Sylvester Stallone at the steps. More than 3,000 Philadelphians and Rocky fans waited to greet him in the pouring, freezing rain, which was insane. And so this year we knew we had to do more than just a day. So which is why we have Rocky Fest. It's a week-long program of events. Forever from now on, from starting last year, December 3rd is Rocky Day.
Well, okay, that's great. I didn't realize the city itself, even though I was following these events last year this time, I wasn't quite tracking. You guys embraced this day. You guys created this day, then invited Sly. Okay.
Yeah, it's a great partnership between us and the Sly Stallone and the Sly Stallone shop. We actually run the only brick and mortar location of the Sly Stallone shop to sell his official merch right at the statue at the Art Museum steps. So it's been a lot of fun working with Sly and his team the past couple of years.
Let's get down to the nitty gritty here. The Philadelphia Art Museum, there was a little bit of like, how dare this statue be at the top of our steps? And they got moved to the Spectrum, and then it got moved to the bottom of the steps. Has the Philadelphia Art Museum, have they finally embraced Rocky? Are they over this yet? Have they gotten over this? Can they just allow Rocky to feel like there's been this kind of like artsy fartsy, like, oh, how dare this movie prop be here? What's
sure.
Now?
Personally, I totally get it. It's a prop from a movie, and it's got a long and complicated history. And the Philadelphia Museum of Art is one of the top art museums in the world. And again, once you visit Philadelphia, which I know you'll do soon, you definitely have to go not just to the steps, but to inside the museum and explore all the fantastic art that's housed there. And the art museum has evolved and changed like any cultural institution, and they have really embraced Rocky with us alongside us as a partner. So some exciting news in that partnership coming up in December. Again, you want to stay tuned, I promise. They've been a great partner to the Visitor Center and to us with Rocky Fest.
We shouldn't really call it a movie prop. It's a real statue. This is a real work of art.
Absolutely. Yeah. The fantastic artist, Thomas Schomburg, We're really excited to be hosting the artist Thomas Schomburg in Philadelphia as part of Rocky Fest. He will be appearing at one of our signature events, which is called Rocky U, which is kind of a seminar, almost like a college class. You'll get a certificate, so it really is like a college class when you get your diploma, but it'll be like a 90-minute, 2-hour session just discussing the importance of the statue, the importance of monuments, and what the Rocky statue tells us about ourselves and how important it is. So we're really excited to be hosting the sculptor, Thomas Schomburg, for that event as well. So another reason to come to Philadelphia for Rocky Fest.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of interviewing his daughter, Robin, on my podcast a few years back. She's one of my first guests that took the chance. I don't think her father was like, who's this guy? Who's this Hammenegger? So he sent the daughter to talk to me. She's wonderful and gave some great stories about the statue. She was telling me that when she was 14, Sly went to their home to pose for the statue, and she got to be a 14-year-old girl seeing the shirtless Sly posing in her living room for her father. So poor girl.
Yeah, tough. Okay. Tough on the eyes, break. Sly was.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if Sly came to my house and did that. Okay. So let's talk about the dates. I got the dates here in front of me regarding each event. You've already talked about Rocky U. We can reinvestigate it when we go back, but let's go in order. So from November 30th to December 8th, you're running through the whole, I guess for the whole time, you're running the Rocky Philadelphia bus tour. Explain this.
Yeah, so we're really excited to be partnering with WeVenture. WeVenture is a great tour company here in Philadelphia and in the region. They run some really fantastic day tours, day trips out to other parts of throughout Philadelphia and then throughout the state. Partnering with them, as well as the Philly Flash, which is a bus that runs all across Philadelphia, takes you to all the most important spots in the city for tourism, to run the first ever publicly available Rocky tours, which is insane. So we just want to increase accessibility, of the tour and to fans to be able to experience all the iconic filming locations and experience Philadelphia at the same time. Some of the iconic views from the Schuylkill River to the Delaware River, all throughout the city, just get to experience the best of Rocky and the best of Philadelphia. So I'm going to get you to come down from Canada because we're going to go to Laurel Hill. We're going to go to Mighty Mick's gym.
Nice.
Of course, where he trains. We're going to go to Pat's, of course, where Rocky actually gets a cheesesteak in the first movie, of course, and down to Independence Hall, City Hall, just all throughout Philadelphia, all the spots. So you'll learn a lot about Rocky and even more about Philadelphia if you hop on this tour.
That's fantastic. A couple of things I was thinking about. One, you've got a bus, so you're kind of covered by the elements, whether it's rainy or cold. You're a nice comfortable bus. How many does it seat? Is it about 30? I saw online. Is it 26 or 30 people?
Yep. So capacity of 28 on each bus. You'll seat comfortably. We've got really great guides ready to run these tours with us in just a couple of weeks. So we're really excited.
Are you going to be stopping and getting out to certain areas, or is it kind of just a run through talk?
Yeah. Again, for folks from Philly, they know the city well, but for folks outside the city, it's great to have a guide, helping navigate and helping you get around, especially if, it's much easier than driving and parking and figuring all that out. So we'll handle all that for you. We will be stopping, getting out in a few spots. Great question. So we've got a really exclusive fun moment planned at Laurel Hill Cemetery, which of course is the site, still to this day, the site of Adrian Balboa and Paulie's grave. Their headstones are there.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. If you didn't know. So yes. And again, spoiler alert. You're right. Yeah. So getting out there and getting out a few different stops as well. Okay, so good. Protected from the elements, protected as you'd like to be, I should say.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. And I think that's great. And it's a reasonably priced. Are you allowed to say the price? You don't have to, or just go online and look at the price.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It's $49. It's a 90-minute tour. Leaving from the Rocky statue, so it'd be easy to find our Purple Flash buses running the Rocky tours.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. That's a very reasonable price. Great price. So you see all the major spots, safe from the elements, and you got tour guides. I love it. I think it's fantastic. I saw that alone. Yeah. I thought that enough would be enough. Like, honestly, I think it's fantastic you offer that, and that's great.
You of all people know that Rocky it takes a lot of episodes. Even just for one movie, right? So we can't just do the tours for Rocky Fest. There's so much to Rocky and to the universe that Sly has created. So we've got a whole program of events.
So now we've got on December 4th. Well, actually, is there anything different happening on the actual December 3rd Rocky Day? Is there a special event kickoff that's happening on that day, or?
There will be a special event kickoff. I can't reveal the details of everything we have planned yet, but again, it'll be really exciting. Definitely want to be in Philadelphia for Rocky Day, for the 3rd, if you can be. Of course, we've got a lot planned for that weekend as well, for the 6th through the 8th, but the 3rd will be a really fun, big public event for Rocky Day. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can just tell them I'm opening the ceremonies. You go ahead and tell them. We'll just let everyone know.
Yeah, Ryan's going to be here, guys. Everyone.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay, that's awesome. I look forward to seeing what that kickoff will be. I'll check my socials during that time. December 4th is the Real Life Rockies mural unveiling. Is John Rivoli involved with this?
Well, John Rivoli is involved with Rocky Fest for sure. We do have the exclusive Rocky Fest 2024 poster for pre-order. We're going to be doing some signing events with him at the movie marathon and at the Parkway Visitor Center and Rocky Shop. But he didn't get his artistic expertise for these murals. We found a local Philly artist. Her name is Ash Ryan. She's really fantastic. We're going to be working with her and the Mural Arts Philadelphia. I don't know if you know, Philadelphia is home to more murals than any city in the world.
I did not know that. No.
Yeah, really fantastic city full of beautiful public art everywhere you look, and a fantastic mural arts program. So we're partnered with them. The nominees have been selected. Our icons, our real life Rockies have been chosen, and they'll be revealed on the 4th. Just 4 incredible Philadelphians who really embody the spirit of Rocky. Of course, Rocky is, as much as we like to believe, not a real guy, not a real boxer. But these 4 individuals are very real, and their stories are just as true as Rocky's. So really excited to celebrate them and create some awesome artwork for the public to enjoy.
That's awesome. Okay. And what was the individual's name again? You said at the beginning, Ash?
Yeah, Ash Ryan. You can find her on Instagram. She's really fantastic. Works a lot with spray, so she's a really cool modern feel that really fits with Philadelphia and fits with Rocky as well. So excited to be working with that.
Great last name. I like the last name.
Yeah.
It's a great last name. Yeah. All right, Ash Ryan, love it. Okay, well, I look forward to seeing those murals again. I'm sure. So all this stuff's gonna be. Is there like a Twitter or X or Instagram that you guys hold? Are things going to be revealed to us poor peons over here that are going to only be able to experience this like online? Like where can I daily join this online experience?
Yeah. And again, Rocky Fest, it's not just in Philly, it's global. You know, it's every Rocky fan that wants to take part. So you can find us on social at PHL Visitor Center, Instagram, X, Facebook. You can also follow our friends and partners at Visit Philly and at Discover PHL. We're all going to be celebrating and posting about Rocky Fest, but number one source is going to be PHL Visitor Center for Rocky Fest. Yep.
Okay. All right. Believe it or not, folks, I didn't have any of these questions written down, and we did not talk beforehand. These are just coming to me. I know it sounds canned. I'm not even trying to make it sound.
You're professional.
No, I'm not a professional. I'm a ham and egger, I assure you. These are just questions like, how could I follow along? So maybe a couple of our listeners might have the same questions. Okay. All right. So on the next day, December 5th, we have Southpaws. That's the left-hander. If anyone doesn't know, Southpaws Yappy Hour at the Docks. Well, now, explain this. I have no idea by the title what this is.
Yeah, this one's a little crazy. It's the event that I'm personally most proud of and maybe most excited for. So Southpaws, I don't know if you picked up on. There's a pun in there in this event. So
wait. Yappy, is this dogs? Are dogs literally related to this? Is this a dog event?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's a dog event. Yep. So of course, the incredible special relationship between Rocky and Butkus is mirrored so closely by their relationship in real life between Stallone and Butkus.
Yes, and Butkus, yeah.
And
playing
the
himself.
Real story there. Yeah, right. Is one of the most important parts of the film for us as well is celebrating, and we wanted to celebrate that relationship and the relationship that so many people in the city have with their furry friends, with their dogs. So we have a really amazing partnership with a few different organizations, partnered with the National Dog Show, but here in the States, every year on Thanksgiving, we wake up early and we watch the Thanksgiving Day Parade, and then we watch the Dog Show, which the Dog Show is actually the Kennel Club of Philadelphia hosts the National Dog Show. So we went out just this past weekend. We had a tremendous time at the Dog Show, letting folks know about Rocky Fest, meeting so many dogs that are named Rocky or Butkus or Creed. Yeah, some people named him Cuff and Link, which I thought was a little strange.
One dog was named
a dog. Yeah, there was a dog named Cuff and there was a dog named Link. They had
Oh, I see 2 dogs. Okay. All right.
yeah, it was, which is, again, we love it. Yeah, so we'll be celebrating that at the Cherry Street Pier, December 5th at 6 p.m., partnering with the Kennel Club of Philadelphia, with the National Dog Show, and with a local animal shelter here called ACCT Philly to find some really fantastic dogs that are currently in the shelter, find them a good home as well. So it'll be a really fun night. That's a totally free event just to celebrate that special relationship that we have with our dogs, and get some drinks, shop with some dog vendors, and just have a good time at the Cherry Street Pier, which is in Rocky. It's one of he runs past it in the montage, so
that's right.
It's all so closely tied together.
That's great. That's fun. Hey, look, a lot of dog lovers. I think the Venn diagram between dog lovers and Rocky fans is probably pretty high. There's probably a pretty high Venn diagram.
Definitely, yep.
All right, this one caught my eye. December 6th, Rocky date night at Penn Ice Rink. Of course, mirroring the first date between Rocky and Adrian on the ice rink. I love that scene where he's told by Paulie, that Adrian likes to ice skate, but you could tell her ice skating skills weren't that great. It's a fantastic scene. And of course, everyone knows this, but for the odd person that might not know, when that was filmed, they didn't have enough money for all the extras. So they were supposed to have a whole bunch of people skating around Rocky and Adrian. It's supposed to be a full icing rink, but they made it empty, which I think makes it a better filming sequence. But tell me about this date night.
Yeah. Of course, the real ice rink where they filmed this part, they did film it in LA back in the 70s. Not trying to give too much away about ruin the mystique of our event.
You're going to fly everyone out to LA. That's great.
yeah. So that ice rink where it's filmed is no longer around. So we did our absolute best. We found a totally vintage, brutalist, 1970s feel ice rink here in Philadelphia. It feels just like the movie. It's insane. Hosted by University of Pennsylvania. So we're going to an Ivy League event. We would have thought a bunch of Rocky fans would make it to the Ivy League, but we'll be at the Penn Ice Rink on December 6th at 7 p.m. for a Rocky Fest date night. We'll have a DJ, we'll have photo ops, we'll have Chickies and Pete's. So we'll have some cheesesteaks and some Philly favorites. Tickets are $25. It includes a drink ticket. They're half off for students as well, so only $12.50 for students. So just a really fun night to go ice skating with your Adrian, a person you love, a close friend, or just your buddies, and just have fun with us on the ice and celebrate Rocky, celebrate Philly. So that'll be really fun. Really looking forward to that.
Well, I had 2 questions for you. Kind of spoiled one of them, but could you do a special deal for 10 minutes, $10? Can you?
Oh, for the ice? Yeah. Well, we were working. One of the things we were trying to do. Rocky he's not wearing skates. I was
gonna say, can we wear shoes on the ice? Can we wear shoes on the ice?
He's just jogging. So we were trying to work with them to do some kind of some type of competition, see who could do their best Rocky run on the ice, but.
Might be a few injuries.
Yeah, we have lawyers here, and
I was gonna say there might be a few injuries. Yeah,
lawyers, yeah.
I know they're the worst. We love you guys. All right. Well, that looks like fun. December 6th through 8th, of course, is now the Rocky Movie Marathon. So how does this work, and where's that being held?
Yeah, so that was really exciting. That definitely is going to be. We're doing that every year. We have to. It's going to be at the Philadelphia Film Society Center here in Center City. It's a really historic theater. Actually, held the worldwide premiere of Rocky II at that theater. As well, they held the premiere of the Rocky IV director's cut. So in that same historic theater where they've held 2 premieres for Rocky movies, which is incredible, we'll be running a full Rocky movie marathon for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you can buy a full bundle, see 6 of the Rocky movies. You can watch them back to back to back to back to back to back on Saturday if you're so inclined, catch your favorite. My favorite personally is the original, or catch one you haven't seen. Some people have said that the theater is very brave for showing Rocky V.
Oh, come on. That's
I know. Some people have they're taking shots at Rocky V in the theater, but they're showing them all, whether it's your favorite or not your favorite. You can see them all. So
here's the thing about Rocky V very quickly. We're covering this on our podcast right now. We're right in the middle of the film right now, covering it. And the thing about Rocky V is I did see it in the theaters. I was 15 when it came out. I saw it in the theaters. And I remember feeling somewhat, a little bit disappointed in the film. Never not liked it, but I remember feeling let down. However, over the years, it's a film that's aged better. Now, I'm not saying it's better, but it's aged better than the 3rd and 4th film. Yeah, it's a family drama. And because we have the 6th film, It's just another chapter. It's not the final.
It's
just
not
a
the
chapter.
end. Yeah, yeah. Even more reasons to go to the movie marathon, catch up on some ones, because again, there's some ones that are out there that are underappreciated, we'll say.
So you're nerding me out. I gotta be careful here because
no, please, that's what I'm here for. Yeah.
No, you're not here to hear me nerd out. People are here to hear you. They don't care about.
No, please.
Okay, well, I was gonna say, imagine if Rocky V was a hit. We've talked about this. If Rocky V was just a global success, and beat for beat, it was the same film, but for whatever reason, the whole public just, wow, this is even better than the fourth film. Wow, and everyone loved it. Sly would never have made the sixth film.
No, probably not.
He probably wouldn't have. Because that was his beast in the basement, was that he's like, oh, I didn't quite end it the way I wanted. You know, I don't feel good about that ending. I got it for the fans and for myself. I got to get this beast out of my. That was his beast in the basement as a filmmaker, was to make the sixth film. The fifth film was just a global smash, and the critics loved it. Now you could argue, well, he might have made another one because money makes money. I get that, but but that being said, it would have been a different sixth film. Then that's all I'm saying. It would have been a wholly different experience. But yeah, we got the Rocky Balboa, which a lot of people love because of the quote unquote failure of the fifth film. So it's weird how life is like that. Like, we wouldn't have Balboa without five. You need to have five to have Balboa. Yeah,
totally. You need them all. They're all important. They're all integral.
You can't skip
to the story.
You cannot skip. No. Okay, now you briefly talked about from the 6th and 7th, the Rocky U with Dr. Farber. I will say this is probably the one university course I might be able to pass. I really wish this would be fantastic. I could be finally a university graduate. This would be fantastic.
Yeah, but you could be a TA for sure. You could.
Pick me. I'd be class every day. Okay. You talk about the statue. What are some other subjects that might be discussed?
Paul Farber is the creator and head of this incredible organization called Monument Lab. Created just a few years ago, and their purpose is, and forgive me, Paul, if I'm misappropriating anything or saying anything incorrectly, but to study just the importance of our monuments and our statues and the things that we celebrate in these big public ways, from the Statue of Liberty to the Rocky statue, right? They're all cast in bronze and metal, and they're these figures that are so important that we place such an importance on. And they take many different shapes and things. The Rocky statue is so unique in its creation and in its story and its journey and in its importance to people. I mean, nowhere else in the United States is a statue, maybe in the world, is a statue work of art by all means, but it's created as a movie prop, like we were saying, had so much importance to people internationally, right? We have people come from all over the world, right, just to see this statue. It'll be a really great discussion with him, learning a lot about the history of the statue. He hosts a podcast on our local public radio here at WHYY called The Statue, diving into the history of it and things like that. So definitely check out that podcast, and shout out to him and WHYY for putting that together. It's fantastic. But yeah, just discussing the importance of the Rocky statue, of monuments and what they tell us about ourselves, and a little bit of the history of Rocky, and even imagining what the Rocky statue might look like 50 years from now, right? If it's still up, if it's bigger, if there are more statues added, if we get a Creed statue going in the next few years or so, you never know. So it'll be a really great conversation, of which, if you participate, tickets are $20. If you participate, you will get a certificate of completion of Rocky University. So that one will be real cool.
Can I get an honorary certificate sent to me?
Yeah, you get your doctorate. Everyone else is in there.
That's right.
Yeah, you get a doctorate.
That'd be fantastic. Okay, no, we can cut this out. So far, we're doing really good. I don't think we have to edit anything, but we can cut this out. And I do have a question regarding the shoe, and I don't know if this is part of any grand event.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. You're asking about. You're gonna have to talk about that off air. Yeah, there may be some news coming down in the next few weeks. We'll see.
I just want to say to my listeners, your man Ryan knew about something, and I talked to Andrew about it, and I had to cut it out. It's already been talked about. It's cut from this edit. We've discussed it. I'm sorry, but you'll have to wait till.
You got to come to Philly.
There you go. I'll leave it at that, guys. Something really cool has happened. I'm actually very excited for this. That's why I asked you, and I had a feeling you're going to tell me to shut it down, and you did. Oh boy,
sorry.
I know. It's okay. It's okay. I hope that's a good tease. That's a good tease for people.
I said, you'll know before I do. Again, you know. So,
it's kind of fun that I knew before your people knew. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now you got to send me your doctorate for real. Now now you got to send me something. No.
Yep, it's official. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just bugging you. Okay. Now the last night, the last day on the 7th is the Rocky date night at the zoo. Of course, the famous scene where Rocky proposes to Adrian. I actually got a fun little side story there. Now,
Please.
as many people know, Rocky in the first film was told, by the driver, take Adrian to the zoo because the derogatory term he uses that they like the zoo. But then Rocky in the second film takes Adrian to the zoo and proposes to Adrian. Yeah. So I actually have a friend, I can't say who it is, but I had a friend who's friends with Sly. I've never talked to Sly, but it's the only time I've ever asked my friend to ask Sly a question for my podcast. That's the closest I've ever to use that friendship. I don't like to do that. Yeah. But I said, can you just ask Sly if he knew when he wrote the second film that he was taking Adrian to the zoo? Was he owning that insult from the first film? Right. So Sly's answer was he forgot about the insult from the first film. They just picked the zoo because it looked cool in the snow with the tiger.
That's so Rocky too. It's also serendipitous. Like he's like, I completely forgot about it. Maybe he knew, but
well, that's what we kind of considered. Like maybe being asked, just a couple of years ago, maybe after 40 odd years, he'd forgotten the reason after 40 years. But his answer though was, I forgot about it. It's just the zoo looked good. I like the zoo. The zoo looks good.
Right. And then the tiger in the third movie and the Eye of the Tiger is just
that was a happenstance too. There's no way that was connected. But again, in the Rocky universe is all serendipitous, like you said. I love it.
Yeah. That event's gonna be really cool. Philadelphia Zoo is the oldest zoo in the United States.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, really fantastic location to not only see some really cool animals. Of course, they have their date in front of the tiger enclosure. Looks a little bit different today than it did in 78, 79? I don't know.
For the second film was 79. Yeah.
79, thank you. 79. It's a really fantastic location. It'll be a really fun date night out. Your ticket will get you a s'mores kit, so you can walk around, you can make s'mores and enjoy the winter weather, as well as a drink as well. So a really great place to be to celebrate Rocky and spend some time with a loved one or a friend. So yeah, really looking forward to having people out at the zoo. They've been really tremendous. It'll be a really fun event that Saturday, the 7th.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that brings us to the end of at least the dates I have in front of me. Was there anything else that you want to wrap a bow on regarding this event?
Ooh, man, no, just, again, we're really, really excited about Rocky Fest. It's so fun. I'm laughing. It's just so insane that we're doing this, and it's so fun. Really excited to welcome the global fan base to Philadelphia for Rocky Fest. Yeah, and we'll see you in Philly.
Is there already excitement in the air? Like, is there an interest levels high? Are you getting any kind of feelers out there regarding, like, is nobody going to show up or a lot of people going to show up? Like, what are we looking at here? Do you have a feeling of the matter? Like, I'm nervous for you because you're doing a lot of planning. You and your team are doing this huge event. I wanted to be successful. I suspect it's going to be but is there a buzz in the air or?
Totally. Yeah, it's been insane. We're a real tight-knit team here at the Visitor Center working on Rocky Fest, and our president and CEO, Catherine Ott-Lovell, had a really cool opportunity to appear on NPR's Weekend Edition just to talk about Rocky Fest, which was so cool. They had the theme going, and they had a really great interview. So that was really exciting. It's all over the local news here in Philly. Just everyone's really excited for Rocky Fest, self included. There's certainly a buzz in the air that's not just the chill of that winter weather that's hit us pretty recently.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Andrew, for taking a chance on my little show. I was very flattered you guys reached out to me. You don't have to say, but I don't know how you even found me. Do you know, like, how did you even know I existed? I'm really not that big of a podcast. How did you guys?
We're Rocky fans. We have to know.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate you reaching out to me. It was very sweet of you guys when I got that email. So yeah, it was fantastic. So say thank you to everyone that reached out to me, to your team, and I'm glad I got to meet you, Andrew. It was a real pleasure, and I'm going to be watching this on the social medias and all your sites. I can't wait to see how this pans out. I appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, yeah! Thanks. Thank you so much for the invite. Really happy to be here. And again, seriously, if you're ever considering coming to Philly or in Philly, definitely hit us up. We'll hook it up for you. Make sure you get the full Rocky experience.
Thank you.